In example 3, we are going to classify polynomials by number of terms. Our first definition is a monomial, and a monomial is a polynomial with only one term. Think about mono means one. And an example of a monomial with only one term would be something like 4x to the third power. Our second one is binomial, and binomial is a polynomial with only two terms. Think about the word, or the root bi means 2. So an example of a binomial would be something like 6x to the second plus 2. And here we are adding two different terms together. And our last one is a trinomial, which is a polynomial with 3 terms. If you think about the root tri means 3, so trinomial is 3 terms. And an example of that would be something like 8x to the fourth plus 3x to the second minus x. In the next part, we are going to tell how many terms a polynomial has and classify it by the number of terms. Looking at letter A, we have 5x. Since there's nothing being added to it, we have only one term. And if it's only one term, we would say that this is a monomial. In our second one, in letter B, we are looking at how many things are being added together. We have a 5x squared, a negative 3x, and a 7x to the third. Separated by the subtraction and addition signs gives us our different terms. So altogether we have 3 terms. And if we have 3 terms, that is called a trinomial. Our next one we are looking at is letter C, which is 4x minus 9 plus x to the third minus 8x squared. In this one, we are looking at 4x is one term, negative 9 is another term, x to the third is a term, and then negative 8x squared is a term. There are 4 terms here. Since there are 4 terms, we'll write that down, 4 terms. And we don't have a term that we are going to, or a definition we're going to use for the 4 terms, so we'll just call this a polynomial, poly meaning many. And our last example, in letter D, we are going to look at 6x squared minus 10. 6x squared is a term, and negative 10 is a term. So that gives us 2 terms altogether. And if we label that, that would be called a binomial.